What's going on, everybody? It is Cree here, and today we're going to be talking about Call of Duty and its future. So far, all we know at the time of making this video, it is March 8th, 2015 on a Sunday. Now, we do have no any information about the next Call of Duty other than it's being made by Treyarch. But based off past years, we could all assume that it's going to be made by Treyarch. As a year ago, it was made, Ghost was made by Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer came to the mix made Advanced Warfare. Next year, or this year, technically 2015, will be Treyarch's next game. Now I'm going to put my inputs in what I think and what I hope will be Treyarch's next game. So starting off, the title. I think everyone should know this by now, that it's definitely going to be called Black Ops 3. Because guys, let's face it, Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1 were highly successful. I'm not saying World at War wasn't, but World at War was made 2008, which is 7 years ago. Now World at War does have success. It's one of the very old Call of Duties. However, since in the past 3 years or so, more younger people, new people to the game have came to know and love Call of Duty Black Ops 2 mainly. Because of right now, Black Ops 2 still is going strong with 100,000 people online at all times. Meanwhile, we don't really know much about World at War just because World at War is hacked as fuck and you can't really enter the lobby, sadly. However, we do know this. We do know that Treyarch, the legends that made zombies and made zombies such a fun thing, will be definitely included into their game. Because we all know and love zombies and it's highly popular. In fact, some people buy Treyarch games not for the multiplayer, not for the campaign, but simply just for zombies. And some people also don't buy it just for multiplayer. Some people just buy it for campaign. So, also I think this Call of Duty will be the one that's only going to be exclusive for next-gen consoles. I think Advanced Warfare was the last one for 360 and PS3. So now you know what that means. So moving on, we're going to be talking about why they should do it and how they should do it. I explained why they should do it, because Black Ops 2 is labeled and they should roll with the franchise as Black Ops 3, as most people will love that and be like, wow, and they'll buy the next game. So now, where they should do it, how they should do it. It's simple. In the past couple of years or so, lots of first-person shooters and multiple games in general have been set in the future. You look at Advanced Warfare, you look at Black Ops 2, you look at Ghosts. All those games have been set somewhat in the future. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare being 2054, Black Ops 2 being 2025, and Ghost being somewhere in 2020 area. Now I think they should step it back into the 20th century. I don't know which area of the 20th century though. They already had a World at War shooter. Excuse me. However, I do think that they should implement something like we could go before Vietnam War, Cold War even, or we could go World War I. However, back then the technology wasn't nearly as good as what even such as like World War II and nuclear weapons and nothing. However, I do think we should have some sort of vehicles on the map. Adding vehicles, of course, would make Call of Duty a really fun shooter, but then again, a lot of people argue, well, that's Battlefield's thing, why should Call of Duty copy it? Well, guys, for games to be successful, you look, they do copy off each other. You saw Advanced Warfare, you saw many things they took from Black Ops 2, however, I'm not complaining about that, because obviously Black Ops 2 was so successful, they want their game to be successful, so they borrow from a more popular thing. And they don't borrow from Ghost, because they see what Ghost did. Ghost was a complete total flop. So we're going back then. Let's say they do it like around, and not Vietnam, we'll say World War I. So of course guns back then were not too strong. Well, of course they're strong, but guns weren't nearly as like this. Like there's no 3D printing, there's none of that. What we do have is we have simple rifles, very few autos, and we have trenches. Now do you think that if we did go back into the World War I era, it'd be really cool to have such an area as, you know, a trench map? Because back in World War I, a lot of people fought on trenches for weeks. And we got this thing called trench foot. Now, I do not think they should implement anything called trench foot being in the water too long. That'd be stupid. And there are a lot of people from playing on that map, which hopefully results in people not liking maps and decline. Oh, so we gotta find a fine balance in between all this, above all else. So through this, we're gonna be seeing what Treyarch can do. Hopefully I go to in the future, because the future has been so saturated with a lot of games recently, as I've explained earlier in the video. However, what we're going to use for equipment, simple grenades. You could probably use a bayonet. A bayonet on any type of gun would be a nice attachment. I have to get that in World at War. But moving on, the video is going to be wrapping up soon. I'm going to be saying this in Final for All. I love you guys. As always, this is Kree signing out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.